Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Fight your fears. At the end of the day.
What's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name is Sylvia.
My name's Pao.
My name is Geezuss.
Welcome back
back
to another Vive con Huevos podcast.
What episode is it?
Guys, we've made it
We did.
to 100 episodes.
That's crazy.
So thank you guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
100.
100.
Am I 100
Yeah.
every
You're
year?
100. So as you now know, we have a very special guest with us today.
You're just using the audio. You haven't even got to me yet.
A man that needs no introduction. A fan favorite to a lot of people. Guys, with us today, we have our boy Supereeego, a.k.a. Eric Ochoa in the building. Round of applause.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And he now
What's up?
knows he's our 100th episode.
And then he now knows it was a surprise. Now you know why I bugged
Do
you
it
so
again.
much.
I'm surprised, I promise.
But guys,
Yeah.
before we get this podcast started, I do want to say thank you so much to all of our listeners, all of our loyal followers, all the people who have bought the merch. Most of you know Vive con Huevos started as a clothing brand before we transitioned into a podcast, and we love every single one of you. All of our day ones. Shout out to my parents and my suegra for being day one.
The 3 listeners.
The 3 listeners a month that we get. And the
yeah.
ones that buy all my merch. No, but in all honesty, we love all you guys so much. This wouldn't be possible, obviously, without you guys. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. So without further ado, guys, Eric Ochoa.
What up?
How you doing, my man?
Good.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course.
I
Yeah,
really
thanks
do
for having me,
appreciate it.
guys.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Thank you for driving.
I know.
Yeah.
A couple
Yeah.
hours.
We really appreciate
You
it.
got my Venmo, right?
No.
Oh,
I did
shit,
not.
okay. My bad.
After this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll
I can
talk.
pay you in blocks.
You like Domino's?
You know what? That'll do.
Not a sponsored ad, by the way.
Got it.
No, but Eric, thank you so much. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. I mean, you're huge in the YouTube community and the podcast community now too. Congratulations for that.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, I've tuned in all 3 episodes. Great, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, very
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I just started it. I've never really done a solo podcast, so kudos to you guys, for keeping it up and the consistency. I'm sure it's like, it's its own journey, and for me, like I'm just used to the skits and now the reels, and now I'm like, all right, let me hop into the podcast stuff,
Yeah.
So it's been fun. It's been a fun ride thus far.
It's like a whole nother beast in a way.
It is.
It has its own moving parts, right?
Yeah,
What made
let
you
me
want to
ask-
start the podcast?
I think I've always wanted to, but like low key I didn't because I was like, I'm an actor. I'm I'm not really someone that like will talk right now, like. And then it just hit me. I was just like, oh man, yeah. Andy actually was telling me a lot. Shout outs to Andy. He was like, dude, I love the conversations we have together. Like you would be so good on a podcast. I was like, really? You mean it? And so. Yeah, I finally kind of just went for it, all 8. Now that there's 82,000, podcasts on YouTube.
It's okay. You're still one of one.
I'm in there.
You're still one of one.
But we're here.
Yeah. But anyways, before we get into like the really deep conversations, I want to ask you something.
Oh.
Do we all collectively here believe in aliens?
Okay. This clearly isn't a
Marioism?
podcast for me. No, I'm just walking.
I gotta go.
It's Domino's, right?
I'll be downstairs. Wait for traffic to die
Let me know
down.
when you change the subject. No? Okay.
I'm King Transition, by the way.
Are you?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like,
Oh,
king?
no, well, you'll see later.
It's just like, you'll see you later. So back to the aliens.
Literally.
No, but seriously, do you guys all believe in aliens?
Yeah.
I think there's something
Do you
out
really?
there.
No.
There has to be.
Yeah. There has to be other things. The universe is too big.
Like, I don't think they look like the green alien that people, that would, like is depicted.
Not like the
but-
emoji.
Yeah.
What about you?
Or it could. To be honest with you, I think it's all made up and they might be demons.
Oh.
Oh.
That's an
Okay.
interesting
That's
way
the
of
first
looking
time
at
I've
it.
heard
Yeah.
that.
To
answer,
sway us
actually.
away from the idea that Jesus Christ was here on earth and that there's God and the Holy Spirit.
Okay, that's
I'm being
plot
very serious,
twist.
by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
I know you've as of late, like not as of lately, but you have gotten really like deep into your faith, right? Like, yeah, I did want to talk about that. But hypothetically, for this situation, we all believe in aliens.
I'm sorry. Did I ruin something?
I really don't care what you believe or not, but
No.
but okay. Well, then that kind of discards the question. But anyways, what I was gonna ask was, if aliens came down right now and said, "Take me to your leader," who would you take them to?
Oh man.
Wait,
I'd open up my Bible.
I saw the
Pull
funniest
it
thing
out
where
of
it
your
was like the aliens watch us and they watch us walk our dogs and like pick up their poop and they're like, oh my god, like these must be the people in charge.
Dogs.
Just go
The
out
dogs.
and picking up their shit.
That's funny.
So my
That's pretty
dogs
funny.
is my answer. They're
Okay.
These are my leaders.
That is,
they run my
that
life.
is a good one.
Well, that's a very good way to look
That's
at it.
actually very true.
Yeah. What about you, GB?
I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know if I want to bring
Selena
him to like.
Gomez.
That's what he would, yeah, for real.
Whoever invented Twisted Teas.
Maybe. No. That's so on the spot. I'm not. I don't know if I want to be funny or if I want to be like actual, like a legit answer.
It doesn't
Let's go
matter,
legit.
Whatever's in your heart, man.
I was just gonna say like, the first thing that came up was Elon Musk because like
Oh, wow.
Dios mío.
that's why like. But I need more time to think on that.
What was the funny answer?
Elon Musk.
And what was the serious answer? Elon Musk.
No, I was gonna say Donald Trump, but
Oh.
I guess.
Donald Trump? Yeah, he could be an alien. Is that what you're?
no, like when if they come to speak to our leader,
Oh,
I
God.
think that
Can you
would be
imagine
it.
that conversation?
I don't
with-
know.
that's why.
A lot of people here. We're gonna tax you. Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Also,
actually probably
wait.
exactly what would happen.
We
Yeah.
gotta deport you right out of here immediately.
So on spot.
That was amazing. Yeah,
Jay
that's...
Way. Uh-huh. Sorry. I don't know, because one of you guys are just like, mega.
Just switch it.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, you're
All the
good.
Take
lights
off
just
in my chair.
automatically go red.
That lights turn red.
The
So what do
room
you
just
mean?
locks
Yeah.
right now.
A light just MAGA. Oh man.
No, we wouldn't do that to you, I promise.
Not for the 100th episode.
maybe 101.
Maybe 200. You guys just come out. Oh, good question though. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Aliens.
answer, baby?
I haven't answered no. I don't.
Because it's hard, no?
It is hard.
On the spot, at least.
I don't have
You
a
probably
leader.
had anything about this.
Be like, I am the
Nadie
leader,
me
bitch.
manda.
Sylvia's answers was actually really good. The dog.
The dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Did you hear that from like a comedian or what did you?
I think so, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Who would you take him to?
Bad Bunny.
Of course,
You should have said her.
Yeah. If he was still alive, my first choice would have been Anthony Bourdain.
Aye, yes.
Start cooking up something.
Yeah.
So this right here.
On parts unknown.
Yeah.
We just go to space.
Ooh, that would have been a good episode.
I'm just saying, I have really good ideas. But anyway, today it's all about Eric Ochoa, guys.
Minus that little weird Marioism that we had. It wouldn't be the 100th episode without a Marioism.
In all honesty, yeah.
Facts.
That question was out of this world. And I loved it.
You don't
Yeah,
have that.
where's your snare?
Oh, there you go.
Yay.
Sorry, it's because he can't even hear it.
Oh no.
Oh,
I felt it.
But anyways, Eric, so you're transitioned from YouTube to now podcasting, and I had heard in a lot of your podcasts now that you've been really into like your mental health now. I've heard in a lot of different ones that I know you've been trying to work on like your anger issues, but
Yeah.
and then how did all that like kind of really start for you? Like, because I know you're also in the public eye, so I mean it's being able to be, I mean, you're vulnerable with that, you know, and coming from, you know, man to man, sometimes it's really hard to be able to like face your truths and tell people that like, hey, I obviously wasn't in a good place and I do, especially anger issues.
Yeah.
You know? So like, how did that all start? Was it something that like did Vanessa just beat you one day? And it's like, stop being mad all the damn
Just
time.
looking at the camera.
Blink twice if you need help.
Don't blink. Oh man, that's a good question. For me, I think it was one of those things like growing up. Bless you. Did you sneeze?
I coughed, but thank you.
But you went,
Bless you anyway.
all of you. Back to the aliens. No. For me, it was just kind of having like this self-realization of like, now I'm in charge of 2 little boys, you know, and to have 2 little boys, like for me, I'm like, oh, I got to be an example, and they represent like me, my wife, our house, and so moving forward, I was like, okay, what am I gonna fix about myself to make sure I don't feel like a hypocrite with my kids, you know? I can't tell them to like fix their anger issues and stuff like that whenever I myself am, you know, still dealing with that. So, yeah, I think it was just one of those things where I kind of like deeped into myself and I was just kind of okay, what do I need to work on? And that was one of them. You know?
Did you start seeing like little bits and pieces of like your anger, like in them, or like were they like starting to burst out with like
a little bit? Yeah. I mean, they're brothers, so like
Yeah.
they both kind of like fight over the same stuff, even though they have their own of that same stuff. But what I do catch myself is in mid reaction, right? So I'm very quick to react, and if they spill something, they hit themselves. I'm just like, hey. Let him look, buddy. Come here, you know. So I catch myself a little more, and like when I like, there's times where I do just go off, and I'm just like, why would you do that? Da da da. Don't hit your brother. And then they get into like a very like kind of mode, and then I take a little like second, and I'm like, come here, let's talk. And then I kind of like sit them down like that, or I'll get down on my knees and I'll just eye to eye with them, and I'll explain to them why I said what I said. And then I apologize if I said anything that I felt like, you know, could have come across too harsh. So, yeah, I guess it's like little things that I wish like my parents did, you know, with our upbringing, because it was very loud and we could have, you know, just clashed on things. And there was just times where I didn't have, like, I was just a little kid with emotions, and that's what you're supposed to do as a 5-year-old. You have these crazy emotions. You're built up, like, for boys, like testosterone, and they just, like, they're like little spazzes, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like understanding that, being present with them in the moment, and talking them through it.
Yeah. I think that's huge, especially coming from a Latino household. It's like unknown,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Unknown to like see eye to eye with kids or just have that conversation and explain things to them.
Right.
And it's always like because I said so, or, you know, like
Yeah.
you just listen because I'm your dad or I'm your mom. So I think that's huge, because I generally believe that we only grow when we see like our flaws, and like you obviously saw that. So I think that's really good when it comes to like the parenting part. I'm sure there's way more
For sure.
in this story, you know, but as far as the parenting part, I think that's huge.
Are you guys, is anybody parents?
No.
No?
You're
just
looking at
to
her.
this one, yeah. That's about it.
He's looking at you guys like, you guys. I
Like,
own this
these
house.
guys need therapy.
I'm the leader.
I was like, there's poop outside.
Was that hard for you to like come to that realization? Because you could easily go up to like, we start raising kids and be like, I grew up this way, so my kids are gonna grow up the same way. Or you kind of just don't even come to that realization. You just kind of live through life going through the motions, and you don't like actually take the time to reflect that like, this is what my kids need, or this is what I lacked when I was growing up, and this is what I'm gonna give them.
It's a little bit of that, like the lacking of something. When I was younger, like my mom was kind of, you know, she worked a job. We were like latchkey kids. We'd come straight home and we'd lock the door, and we were just sitting there watching, eating, you know, like just whatever it was that we were doing. And then like we just had like a little window with my mom. My dad was a tow truck driver, so he did like graveyard shifts, and whenever he came, you know. So there was like little moments where we were just kind of lost with everything, and it was just me and my brother. But the way we dealt with anger, the way we dealt with things, like I was just a shy, quiet little kid. Didn't really do anything, and I bottled in a lot of stuff. So when I got older, the same thing would happen. You know, someone could cut me off, someone would be like, hey, and I'd just like avoid everything, and I just kind of bottle it in until I got older. And then that's when it kind of hit me, like I started exploding. I was just kind of like, you know what? Fuck you. You know, so like, there were like little things. And in my head, I was like, oh, why am I acting like that? You know, it's just holding so many things in, you're going to explode eventually. And so then came like my career with YouTube and stuff and building more confidence. And so like, I felt like I had to check myself too, because I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting a little fame right now, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you know what, bro? Don't talk to me like that, bro. So I had to check myself. And then you know, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I feel like so many things just kind of tie into it. And so when I see my kids and I see them kind of go through these emotions, I'm like, oh man, that's kind of like where it started for me. So I'm just trying to like nip things in the bud and just be as helpful as I can now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you think
That's
like getting recognized out in public really helped out a lot? Like with your anger issues? Because I feel like, I don't know.
I mean, it's not like I'm angry like
Yeah.
all the
I
time.
know, right?
Yeah.
Man, shut up.
Well, no, I don't know. Like, were there like certain triggers that were like
No. I'm very good at like kind of just in the public. Like I was very calm.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest. Like
Yeah. And the reason I say it is because, sorry, I should have explained myself. Is because I lash out a lot, and I have to like.
I could tell, dude.
Thanks, bro.
I'll be honest.
The
I could
alien
tell.
question just really
Poor
set
guy.
it off, huh? But to me, is I do bottle things up
Yeah.
in a crap ton, and I do have to like sometimes remind myself like take a breather. Whoever's in front of you, something. I mean, obviously, like me and Pal get in fights all the time sometimes because I don't take
Very
the time.
normal.
Yeah, I don't take the time to actually like reflect and be like, she's not my enemy at this current moment. It's something else that happened during my day that's actually triggering me, and I'm just taking it out on her because.
Yeah.
You know, I did something that
Good
annoys
for you
her.
to call that out, or
Yeah.
at least to figure out that trigger, you know, because that's very important, especially in relationships. Like, it's literally just about the communication. Because you can have an off day, you can have an off day, and then your fuse is like that much, you know. So the same thing with like me and my wife, and then after we had the kids, like whenever we go on like vacation or we do our own thing, we're like, I'm like, oh, there's my wife, there she is, and then I think she feels the same way. Because with the kids, it's always like, hey, I want to go to the gym right now. Well, I mean, I was trying to work on something, but okay, I'll go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, you're wearing that, by the way? Okay. Well, I guess you want to see. So what? I look good. You didn't mind before. I'm like, oh, well, you know what? Now I do. I don't know. That thing was going to go up your butt crack, you know? Like,
She's like,
So
you
it's just
gifted
like-
these to me.
yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, but you look good. I'm like, okay. You know? So,
Yeah. What I was gonna ask, sorry to mean to cut you off, but like
No, you're good.
you mentioned something right now, like you kind of have to like water yourself, right? So it's kind of like be there for yourself in order for you to be able to be there for your wife and your kids. So is there something that you specifically do, or like Vanessa does for herself, or like for yourself, right? To give you kind of like that inner peace.
we put on boxing gloves, man, and we just go at it together.
That's solid.
We got these rock'em sock'em boppers right now.
Inflatable ones. and we're
If
like,
you want to go at it,
do you
maybe.
want to fucking go on? I was like, why am I tied up? I'm sorry. What was like your question again? Like the detail you give a very specific detail.
Yeah, like is there something that you guys do like individually, like respectively for yourselves that would like kind of on your alone time or your downtime that you need to do for yourself in order to be
To fill your cup.
present for
Yeah.
your wife and your kids?
That's good. The gym is actually a big one. Like we both like to go to the gym, or if not, I go out for a run. Or if we feel like it gets too intense, like not so long ago, her and I got into something, and it kind of hurt me because one of my boys goes, "You guys are yelling at each other too much," and I was like, "Damn!" Like that sucked, because it let me know like, oh, they're paying attention, and we both completely forgot they were here, and we're just kind of saying things to each other. We're trying to win the argument, and it's not about that, but both you guys winning together, right? But what helped was like I walked away. And he goes, "Really? You gonna?" And I said nothing. I stayed quiet, and I walked away. And then I came back down, and I said, "Going to the gym. I'll be back."
And she's like, "You going in that?"
Yeah, she's like, "What are you wearing?" She goes, "Also, I don't speak Spanish." I was like, "I know." That's why he said it in Spanish. So, but yeah, I think just those breathers, those moments, and I have like moments of my older brother Jeff. I have an older half brother, and he would come and like visit sometimes, and he would get pissed off a lot. He was like 15, and I was 10. I remember thinking he was like the coolest guy ever, but he'd get mad a lot. And when he was mad, he would like go outside, and he'd just like curse at the world, or he'd like punch this like beat up car we had in the front, and I was like, what is he doing? He needs Jesus. You know?
You ever heard of aliens?
I was like, you need to be abducted, bro. But yeah, you know, like there's just a lot of different outlets, or how do you go out and fill your cup again? And it's good to protect that, but to catch it too, you know? Right?
Yeah.
You know? Hey, it's okay.
She's just like, I really needed to hear that today.
When I edit this, I'm just gonna clip this part out for me.
Just for you.
Just for
Keep
him.
it.
That's it.
Oh man, yeah, good question though.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Have you always been like really close to your faith, or like how did that start?
No, I've had moments where like I've left and came back, and I was like, I don't need this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I grew up in a Christian church in Compton. My abuelos were like he was like a pastor, and it was called Arca de Noé.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I grew up there singing like, you know, songs, coritos, and it's just like that was like my life. And I remember thinking like, what? Okay. But I just felt very sheltered. And then as I got older, I started going to school and stuff like that. I didn't watch The Simpsons. I didn't watch like a lot of like the popular movies that were happening. So I felt so out of place. You know, when kids were like, you want to become an actor? You don't even know what this is. And I'm like, oh man. So
I had the same question right now.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of ties in with that. But like, as soon as I got to a certain point, I was like, all right, well, I'm going to just go focus on this, and God could kind of wait back here. Mm. And it wasn't until it gets deeper, but it's like, I don't know how much time you guys have, but it gets to a point where it's like, I remember feeling so distant from God. I was doing good with my YouTube stuff. I was doing great. And I had like a moment where I just flopped on the bed and I was like, oh God, I'm sorry. I've kind of like abandoned you. Mm. I'm like, well, give me a sign if you want me to come back. And then I went off and did my pendejadas. And like little by little, you know, like things got a little harder. And I was like, oh no, I didn't mean like this.
Is this the sign?
I didn't mean like this.
But I think it's that. It's like that, those tribulations and through transgressions and things like that I think that God puts you through. And that's actually how I found Vanessa, you know, so how I found my wife. And I felt like that really challenged me on a lot of different things in my lifestyle and stuff. And yeah.
I actually don't know you guys' origin story. What is it?
Tell us.
Yeah.
Well, my dad was king of the Pride Land.
And I went into the dark, shadowy places.
Yeah. He had a jealous brother. They called him Escar. No, he our origin story was very romantic. We met through Instagram, slid in her DM, sent her a little happy face.
Nice.
Yeah, and it kind of like that. I always tell her, I was just like, to be honest, I was like, when I met her, I was just gonna be like, we're just gonna mess around, right? No, I ended up like falling for this girl, you know, and so she had a very like, hey, I know how this goes. Like, I know who you are, blah blah. And I was like, no, like I really like you. Like, let's hang out again. So from that moment on, we just kind of, you know.
The rest is history.
Yeah. Did you ever feel like that was hard to like carry on a relationship because your life was so public?
Yeah. Only because like back then vlogging was in. Mm-hmm. So I, you know, like that was a big part of like my shit. As you guys saw, like my episode 1, like I had an ex-girlfriend in there, Gabby. And so I was always vlogging everything. I'm like, oh, this is what people do. I'm like, oh, this is my relationship. So people really start to feel like a family. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, things don't work out sometimes. And you're like, oh.
What do I do now?
I'm like, hey, guys, I'm coming to you. You're doing like an apology type video with low dim lights. Like, hey, guys, I haven't told you, but we broke up.
Supereeego crashes out.
Yeah. Supereeego crashing out and cries. But, yeah, like that part was hard because I was in my 20s. And I feel like, for me at least, like I was very, that's a deal breaker. You know, my parents got split up, so I kind of have that inside of me. Like if I was dating somebody, I felt very like, what does she do? Does she, okay, this is weird, her toes stink. Okay, I'm not, you know, or like, you know, she brushes her teeth weird. Like if she doesn't.
Like you had easy deal breakers?
There was weird little things that I had about myself. And so in relation, it wasn't that. But there was like little things that would happen and I would kind of dip out, you know, and I would be like, okay, this is gonna work, you know. So, and then I'm on the internet, so I'm like, I want to share things, but I overshared, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it became that, you know. I've had like 2-3 relationships online. If you've been doing it over a decade,
yeah,
you know, I went through my 20s, my like.
Well, you started super young, yeah.
I started Supereeego, yeah. So. That's why people are like, what happened to this girl? What happened to that one?
You're like, well, she's episode 1.
What happened was.
She's going to be on the podcast next week. So.
That was a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
What was it about Vanessa that would like made you actually like not be so nitpicky?
what's funny about Vanessa is like there's even more things that I can be nitpicky about, but it didn't matter because once I like met her personality, like no one ever matched that. Her personality and her humor, and the way like I always want to impress her. And that's never happened. Like there's moments where we're just at the house and I'm like I want to be funny, I want to be cute, I want to be, you know. And I think like maybe in other relationships I was a little more like kind of like I don't know, like she's got a spark to her, a little magic. And Beb, if you're watching this,
I love that.
yeah. No, so it's just
Other girls will start crying.
no, it was really nice. It was really nice, and it's one of those type of things where it's like it just hits you, you know. So yeah, and after that I was like, dude, I'm gonna put a baby in you.
And then he did.
And then
put 2.
and then he put 2.
Overachiever. Yeah.
How long have you and Vanessa been together?
It's gonna be 7 years in October.
Okay.
7 years.
I didn't know. That's
Yeah.
in October. That's funny
Yeah.
because our 7 years is in November.
Oh wow!
That's funny.
You know what? We're changing our day. Let's just have the same
Exactly
day.
the same
Not
day.
7
Let's
years anymore.
collaborate later.
Let's go.
How would you say that the blogging and all of just like being on the internet translated with the boys? Like once you guys found out you were having babies, like from the beginning, did you want them to be on the camera? Like no.
No. Yeah, if you notice, like I don't really have my kids on there. Like there was something different about it. I was like, I don't want that. It's like I learned my lesson, which is kind of like oversharing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did do one video where it was like a night with twins, like having twin boys. I think there were 3 months, maybe a couple.
I actually did see that video.
So and
I
that,
think you or Vanessa posted it like
Not too long ago?
yeah, I put it in like one of my stories,
Yeah.
and it got a lot of reply. A lot of people that were like expecting, like, oh shit, like, I'm so glad I'm not having twins. Because people like a lot of women actually say like, oh my god, I wish I could have twins, just get 2 and done,
Yeah.
like knock it out, a boy and a girl, you know. But yeah, I think people saw it, they got a little scared. They're like, oh, you know, because we were like zombies like, for a while. Like the first 6 months, we were exhausted. We were so tired, and yeah, like after that, I was like, I don't have time to vlog, man.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine because it's not like when you have one kid, like if the baby's snapping, like you can get stuff done or one person can take a nap. It's like no, now
It'll
you
wake
have
up the
2.
other one,
Yeah.
and so it's like, get your ass up. You can't switch.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
From what I hear from a singleton parent,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Like, the singleton type. Is this the one? That's it. And I don't ever want to sound like that, but that's my only experience thus far, you know. And then like we're talking about like trying again this year, you know, or like next, whatever. And I'm afraid she might have like another set of twins. So.
Triplets.
Do the chances increase of you having twins again?
For her, apparently, like if she's already had twins, her chances increase by like 40% or
Oh,
something.
geez.
wow.
So it's gonna happen again. It's pretty common. Like twin moms are capable of doing it again. These just overachievers.
Oh my god! At least you guys will never be uneven. Like if you go to Disneyland, it'll always be 2, 2, 2.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
I'm just saying, mathematically, it makes sense.
I like how that's the first thing you thought. You know, there's like 2 more in the back. Very nice.
One will never feel like left out.
Left out.
Yeah.
They're always gonna have a
Everyone's
buddy.
got a buddy.
Yeah, a little buddy system.
But now you got to get the minivan versus the regular sedans, you know?
No,
If
there's
it would have
nice
been
sedans
uneven,
out.
you got to put one in the ashtray.
Well, I don't know. These trucks nowadays have the really big
Center console.
Oh, so there's just one in there.
Yeah. Or like the Escalade that has the fridge. You can just make sure on a hot day, just rotate them. You want AC? No, just get in the fridge.
Ooh, kept this one in here too long. Just like, the defrost is full.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Yeah.
How did Vanessa feel about like the kids being on camera?
She didn't mind it
Okay.
too much. Yeah, like I mean, we don't try to share too much. We do like little stories with them sometimes, or we'll do like I think I did maybe 1 or 2 vlogs just kind of lightly with them in it, but I didn't keep up with it. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, they go to school too, and I didn't want that to be like the parents figure out like, hey, isn't your dad? And you know, they do see me get stopped. You know, when we go out together, you know, people will be like, hey, can I get a photo? And they're like, Dad, what? Why did that guy stop you? Did you know him? And I said, no. He goes, so he just stopped you? Like, I was like, well, you know the videos Daddy does online. People watch him. He goes, Oh.
Do you think
That's
like now
cute.
they're starting to fully understand the concept a little bit more?
A little bit, yeah. Like I think they're starting to understand, like, oh, okay, my dad does stuff, you know. So maybe people watch it, and
Maybe.
I don't know. We're gonna have them on the podcast next.
Yeah.
We'll bring them
Next,
And the
yeah,
next
we'll have
episode
them
on 101.
Yeah.
Just gonna be the twins.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your comedy had to change when you started having when you had the kids?
Yeah. I feel like I had a little more substance. And what I mean by that is like, now I'm able to relate to other like parents. Now I'm able to talk about things, you know, that people can understand. So whenever, cause like now I do stand up, and a lot of my stuff, like the first thing I opened up with was like family stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. I think this works very well.
Yeah.
It's definitely a large niche.
Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
large niche. And before I started doing stand up, like I would like listen to other, like some of my favorite comics, and Kevin Hart was one of them in there, you know, and he was talking on an interview where he was just like, okay, so I was talking to somebody, and they were telling me like, you know, you're so good up there, but it's just like there's no substance. Like you don't have like you need to connect with the people. He's like, well, what do I talk? He's like, talk about your family, talk about your kids. And he goes, really? And then like that's what changed everything for him in his life. Because yeah, like once he did that one comedy special, he's talking about his kids and the you know, like there's a whole, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If you don't, I just look dumb. You're like, so it's
Or he's like talking to his daughter in the kitchen.
yes,
Right?
and she's like, so he started implementing that stuff and like he put it into his stand up, and I was just like, it stuck with me. So, yeah, it's definitely helped.
So how did you get into stand up? Because I know, I mean, you started with wanting to be an actor. And then you transitioned into Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Transition into Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's right.
Transitioned into Jesus Christ. So I was trying to take it away from her. But you transitioned into comedy and the skits. But like, how did wanting to become a stand-up comedian start?
I think it was one of those fears like in the back of my head that it was just like, would I ever try that? And people have asked me, they're like, hey, you'd probably be really good at it. And
Was it Andy?
no, no, but I also had done a roast, you know, and you probably saw this in my last video, but I did a roast for my boy Tim's 10-year YouTube anniversary. And I remember thinking like, oh, this will be easy. I wrote some jokes. I roasted him, some people on the panel, and like they just didn't land very well. And I felt like really shitty afterwards. I was like, damn, like.
Is this for me?
Yeah, is this for me? But like, I look at those type of things as an opportunity more. Like, kind of like, I sucked at something. All right, one day I'll revisit and I'll get better at it. And it wasn't so much of a fear to be on stage because I've done plays and stuff like that, and like I'm an actor, so I love the attention. But it's like, but can I keep people laughing with jokes and blah blah blah, right? So. I went for it, and I wasn't like amazing at the beginning, but I feel like I'm slowly progressing, and other comics that you meet along the way too, and you know, you want to be careful not stepping on any other comics' toes because they've been doing this for years, and here comes someone like me that's just kind of like, oh, I just sold out at the blah, blah, blah. And they're like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? You know, like, it's not even funny. Like, so to me, it's like, I'm like, okay, I really want to take it serious, and I really want to be work at this craft. And I think it's been 2 years now, and I've slowly seen the difference in my joking and my timing, and learning from a lot of other great comics.
Did you feel like there was a little bit about a pushback? Because I know there was like some beef, like not a long time ago, but there was always that like kind of beef between like the TikTok comedians and like the actual like Kevin Hart, like that was known for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like the clip comedians, I guess, versus like actually being a comedian.
Yeah,
I forgot who was talking about it.
¿Qué?
It was
¿Qué dijo?
God, man. Oh my God, who was it? I'll remember right now, but someone was talking about like just being famous on TikTok as a comedian based off of your small
versus
clips.
For like the one clip,
Yeah.
the one funny joke
Sorry,
they
yeah.
have.
like, and them doing like a comparison versus
Yeah.
someone doing it live.
Yeah.
No, there's definitely something different about doing it live. You know, I can be very used to like getting on the mic and like getting all like, you know, into my set, but there's different things that I'm thinking too much about. You know, like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about that, I'm gonna talk about it. You know, so I have a whole list, but like what I've learned too is like relax and then just communicate with people while you're on stage. So I do like to crowd work a little bit too, like that works. Even though that was another thing with the comedians, like you don't do that. You just focus on your set. You don't talk to the people. Like don't let them talk to you. Kick them out. And I'm like,
Well, that was something else that I saw, like kind of like that Matt
Rife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he crushes it. Huh?
Yeah, no, he's great. There's another
He's so
comedian.
cute.
There's another comedian that I saw that he does he goes into the crowd and he like puts him on the microphone with auto tune.
Morgan J.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Morgan
Oh
J.
yeah, we did talk about him. Yeah,
He's really funny.
He's freaking hilarious.
But you see how like that alone is just the whole vibe.
Yeah.
He's just got that mic. Someone's in or whatever, and he's just joking with them. He's got that echo on it, so everybody is just like you're mesmerized by this moment, and it's intimate. That's the thing about comedy. It's an intimate setting. Everybody's there to laugh. Everybody's there to just forget, have a good time.
So do you feel like a lot of pressure when you're up there, or do you still kind of like?
Not as much anymore.
Yeah.
No. But I did get a compliment from like other comics. They were like, "Hey, you look very comfortable up there," which is annoying because it took me like 3 years to get to that point. And I was like, "Oh, like I've been on stages before, so it might be that."
Yeah.
It's like, but I'm always like, if I'm always throwing compliments to it. I'm like, dude, but you were solid. I love the way you were throwing your jokes and how you were able to tie things in together. And then you did like a callback to the first thing, the other thing, right? So like the same thing we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
We talked about the whole aliens thing, and then you brought it back a couple times. So people love that, like because it feels like they're included on the joke.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to feel excluded. So it's a moment. It's a vibe.
Which is crazy to me that comedians would tell you like not to do the crowd work, knowing that like you
I
are
think it's a new
trying
thing.
to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Still a new thing that I think
Yeah.
it's like a rule breaking, but
Got it.
they're meant to be broken.
Yeah.
sometimes.
What do you do behind the scenes to supplement and work on your craft?
Alcohol. No, I've actually stopped drinking for a while. But to help me, it's a good question. To help me with like my craft or like my jokes,
Yeah,
you
like, do
mean?
you do improv classes?
Oh,
like,
okay. So yeah, I did improv classes. I was at a UCB in Long Beach, in LA, Upright Citizens Brigade. So like I did 1 year of that. But before that in high school, like I also did it. I also did a lot of like improv theater. And so for me, like that kind of stuff was just fun. Like playing the games, people kind of being on the same page. One of the biggest things they teach you is yes and. When you're working with somebody, you don't like say the opposite. No, I didn't. Like you try to play and build. And so being a part of that world really helped fundamentally with even stand up. Or even being in movies, whenever like the director's just like, that was good. You did the lines perfect. Eric, can you give me something else? Can you like, instead of saying, take the trash out, can you give me something else? I'm like, all right. And so you try something else. You're like, why don't you take yourself out? So it's like little things that people, little things like that you start to work on, and it makes everything flow easier in whatever environment as far as art goes.
Yeah. So is that when you knew you wanted to lean into comedy and performing, or when did that click for you?
It was just one of those things, just kind of like, all right, I've done like theater, I've done like a movie or two, I've done YouTube, I've done this, and I'm like, there's that other one up there, huh? That like, where I don't need the help of other people or a cast. It's just me alone,
Yeah.
So that I started watching like a lot of stand up. And I'm a huge fan of like stand up, like Mitch Hedberg is like RIP. I think he was one of the best. Do you know who Mitch Hedberg is?
Yeah.
Rose-colored glasses. He always had these one-liners, and I'm like, okay, I'll never be that funny. Like I thought he was so good, but like, have you seen Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody?
No,
I have not.
He's so good. Like he just did these
I'll
one-liners.
look him up after this.
I'll give you an look him up. Like I'll give you an
Google it.
example. I'll give you an example. One of his things that he would do, he's just like, the other day I was at the grocery store and the lady was like, "Do you want to bag them? You want to bag these apples?" I said, "No, thanks. I know how to juggle." Like there's like little things like so. I butchered the joke, but like it's something like that, And so like little things like that, I'm like, I wasn't aware that can catch you off guard like that and make you laugh. And I was like, I want to be that,
Yeah.
So being a little like someone that likes attention and that kind of shit, like it's just like I want to try that. I want to see if I can accomplish the same
Make
thing.
that land, yeah.
So, but that was one of those things there too.
Yeah.
But you start maturing too, and you kind of get to a point where like, what am I doing?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I've also had the other side of me that was very like, I was like, why do I care so much for the attention? As you get older, you get grumpier, and you're like, I don't care about this anymore. Like, I was a kid, but then you're like, but then the views are nice.
And I'm getting paid.
I'm getting paid, and my confidence has been low for a while, so let's try it again. So,
Well, you have been doing this for quite some time. Like touching on that, did you ever feel like the pressure of having to go viral again? Not that you weren't never not viral, but you know.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I mean, there's so many people now that are content creating, and you know, everyone has their opinions on things, and they're just kind of like, oh, okay, this is just swipe up content, and that's where we're at right now. And what was the question?
Did you ever feel the pressure of having to go viral again?
No pressure. Like it was just kind of like, oh, okay, like I think I had accepted it for a little bit. I was just kind of like, well, you know, I had my time. That was cool. Maybe that was it. But then like I started getting into like the real stuff, and I'm like, all right, let me get back into it. Let me lock in and let me adapt. So when Reels came in, before then I got way too comfortable. On Instagram, like I would post one little like video and 600K, almost 1 million. I'm like, easy, still there. And then they changed their like algorithm, Instagram, and then TikTok came in, and so then Instagram was like trying to compete with them, and then I was like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Why aren't you sharing my video to my viewers?
Yeah.
Like now it's like it's so much, it's very saturated with a lot more content creators, and not only that, but there's like more Latino content creators. So like my niche was kind of like, I was like, oh, okay. I liked it though, because at the beginning I felt alone. I was like, nobody else is Latino and like doing this stuff or Hispano, like. But now that there's like more of a community, I was just kind of like, hell yeah, okay, cool. Like there's more people representing, and I'm like, okay, well they're taking my brand deal, so stop, everyone, wait, slow down. That was mine. So. But it's weird because it's a very honest like feeling you start to go through, and you're like, good for them, but God damn it, you know, like it's not as easy. But yeah, comfortability kills your motivation, kills that next level of you. So to answer your question, you know, going viral and the pressures of it, there's been moments where I'm like, do I need to go viral to make myself feel like, oh, I still belong here, or like. No, I want to go viral because it's something that I love doing, and if it works, it works. Yeah. So the latest thing that I feel like goes viral is like the Mexican dad videos that I do right now with the Kickback crew.
Yeah, which are doing great by the way.
Those are funny.
Yeah, those are fun. So
well, it's kind of like you showing your adaptability, right? Because you started with Supereeego and the Chola Adventures, and now it's kind of like as you've matured, so has your content, right? And so have kind of you as the character that you're playing online. Yeah. Did that mess with you a lot when if your views ever did go low, like? Because I know, like, as a creator, I'm on my numbers a lot, and it does mess with me. And you know, these three have to like constantly get on my case of like, dude, chill out, like, relax. They're just numbers. But I'm like constantly on them, and it does mess with me sometimes. It was like if I post a video and it flops, and I was like, damn, this was the one. Or a podcast that we post and it flops, and like, damn, like, what did we do wrong? You know? Or
especially living up to one that like does very well. Yeah. And you're like, let's
that
go.
One, really?
Yeah. And it's always like that. That one? Yeah. I was like, what? Okay. Yeah. So let me ask you this. So whenever you go through that and you're mentally thinking like, dang, it's not doing the same, do you start to change up on some of the content, or you try to redo what you did?
You know what? It's a difficult situation because I'll focus. I'll hyper focus on it for like a day.
You put it on a pedestal.
Yeah, but then I won't create any content because I have to like remind myself. It was like it's just numbers, and you're doing this because you like posting content and you like podcasts and you like talking to people. It shouldn't be about the numbers. Like. Obviously, it does get to you because you know we do want the brand deals and we do want it to get monetized and things like that.
Yes, and
yes, and
So
nice.
I think it's just I try to find where I can improve, whether it's like asking better questions, my timing, the skits that we don't really do skits, but if we do a TikTok, like what's actually relatable to us and what actually fits our vibe versus making a TikTok that I felt like kind of feels forced, you know, like I made them do it just because I saw it. Yeah. So I do kind of revisit a lot of our content and a lot of our podcasts, and I like try to be better than what I was, but I will give myself that day to kind of like reflect and be like, are you pissed off because it did bad, or are you pissed off because you know you could have done better?
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out like what's the goal, you know, do you want to continue doing this, or do you want to continue like that? Just that high, you know?
Yeah.
there's a lot of different ways for like revenue and stuff like that, right? And there's people that like even create AI videos now, right?
Oh my God, I know.
And they're crushing it. They don't have to show their face at all. They just do 10 funny facts about, poop. and they'll just be like, AI something. If you're doing this, you have, you're eating too many this, you're missing out on fiber, blah, blah. So they'll do all that. And then it swipes and it's perfect. Top 10 anime, and they plug it in and they know what they're doing, and maybe that's what they love. Like they love, like, they love figuring out the stats on things.
Yeah.
But I would recommend for like, if you really want to get yourself involved in that, like look at what it is that worked, why it worked, and then how you can still make it your own and keep it true to yourself still too, right? So,
Yeah.
Or you guys just fight on camera more often.
Yeah, we
Maybe
might
that'll
start
work.
doing that. Yeah.
I like the Rock'em Sock'em Boppers idea. So every time me and Pal get in a fight, I'm just gonna.
Yeah. And it's always very important to ask yourself, what do you watch? Like, what are you watching? What are you watching? What are you watching? Because you can you're here, but then you go home and you're watching UFC, and like you're obsessed with it. But are you talking about it? Because maybe you could.
Yeah.
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 So let's just talk
I
more about
listen to our
anime.
podcast. I'm like, we're hilarious.
I need to listen to more of us.
You just watch all your other podcasts.
Yeah, literally.
Taking his advice.
What'd you say, Gigi?
Oh, that I should talk more about anime. It's literally like life consuming in my house when I get home.
You like Solo Leveling?
Yes.
Dude, yeah, me and my wife just watched that. Solo Leveling, anybody? No.
No, it's funny because the last time I saw
Give us one
Vanessa,
si-
she tried to
Yeah,
get
I
me
was gonna
into
say the
anime,
last time
yeah.
we saw Vanessa, she was trying to get us into anime. I forgot what she had suggested.
I have it written down.
Yeah.
Finally, my people.
Yeah.
Vanessa, my wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Solo Leveling is pretty top tier. I like that one. Demon Slayer is the one we're looking forward to right now.
You see that they're doing live action for Solo Leveling?
I did not know that.
Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking incredible.
I know.
Let's go audition, dude.
I know. We should, huh?
I love it.
Just think about like a video game character, and like he just continues to level up and get better and better.
Yeah.
In the series, and you didn't even know like when I was first watching episode 1, I was like, cool, this dude's gonna die, and then you get to episode 2, 3, 4, and you're like, oh, like he just starts leveling up.
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, this is nice.
I think we gotta give it a chance because everybody that talks about anime
they're like
loves
super
it so
into
much.
it and they
Yeah.
want to get us into it. I don't know. I've just never given it the time of day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Same.
And I mean, do you understand Japanese?
No, but this guy was supposed to have a segment that he never did.
It's Japanese
Well, of course
words.
Yeah.
We just
They just start speaking Japanese.
Kawasaki. I'm sorry for your Japanese viewers.
The only one that we know collectively is the Nani.
Oh yeah.
That's been stuck in my
That's
head.
the one that
Because
he's
that's the
taught
one
us.
thing I
segment
know.
they
There's
did.
one segment.
Oh man.
So
You know
do
what
have a
Nani
Japanese
means?
word of the day,
Huh?
Jesus?
You know what nani means?
Nani? No.
Like what? Like no way?
no.
Like nani?
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe I should have picked that up, but Dr. Bayo.
I've had more lessons from him than from you, Jesus. What the hell?
Sorry, we
we-
took
It's
off
okay,
like
we
sort of had our own
derailed
language
here.
over here. Have you ever seen like two ChatGPT communicate to each other? Like,
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
I have not actually.
Yeah,
there's
they're
like a video of 3 of them, right? It's like 3 of them.
They're
It's
like, I detect that you are also a ChatGPT user. Would you like to go into our own like form of talking? And they just start like
Oh, that's
beeping,
crazy.
beep, beep, blah, 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 and it's like, whoa.
Oh.
You guys are clearly on the same algorithm.
Yeah.
that was scary when I saw
I'm
it.
on the cutting glass fruit algorithm right now. That's what I watch.
I don't like that.
She doesn't like it.
Cutting grass fruit. Wait,
Glass.
fruit. Well,
Fruit.
it's like glass objects. It started with fruit, but it's just like
Oh.
AI, and they cut it through, and it's just like
Is it like a cake thing, or they just like they're
no,
actually?
it'll be like a burger or like sushi
But made
or
of
an
glass.
orange. Yeah,
But and
It's
but
the,
it's
horrible.
AI.
the
Now I
knife
gotta
is
show
cutting
you.
through it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
But
it,
it's
is it
AI.
a hot? Oh, it's like AI.
Yeah.
It's AI. Yeah.
Oh, so it's just
I
kind of
fucking
pleasing. Like
hate
it's
it.
just like a guilty.
I
Like,
hate
why am I
it.
watching this?
Yeah, and it's funny because there's a bunch of TikToks that say like, "Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm busy," and then it's like me, and it's just like people
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
I was like, "Okay, I'm not
And
the
it's
only
like,
one."
I can't go out tonight. And
Yeah.
you're just like, yeah, cut that mango.
Exactly.
Literally.
Do
You
have,
get me.
Do you have guilty pleasure videos like that?
What do I watch? I enjoy a good like food thing coming together. Like I love food videos, like chefs. I like pizza stuff, like or fried food, like. Yeah, that stuff's good.
Like people watching, like making them from scratch, or like you're watching like full on mukbangs.
Like they do like the 3-second hook, which is something I'm sure you guys are doing. I hope you guys are, right? Where they're just like, this is the most juiciest burger, and they slap it down. And it's just like all the buffalo sauce, just ranch falls everywhere. I'm like, okay, I'm in. Show me how to make it, even though I know exactly like what you do, but I'm gonna forget all of it. Like, get your batter, I don't know why he has an Australian accent. It's like, and then
I really do have a bunch of like TikTok recipes saved that I have no intention
Same.
of doing.
you never go. I go through all my save. I'm like, oh, save. Yeah, you know, one day when you
that
decide to cook.
delicious. It was like Tuesday's
I'm
meal.
gonna be a great husband this weekend and make this, and never done it. And we'll watch them together, and that's the worst part.
And we both have them saved on our own individual TikToks, and neither of us will go
Because
back
you guys
to
are
it.
eating Domino's.
Literally. Yep. So kind of going back a little bit to the whole content thing, I would say that like I perceive you as an adaptable person, right? Because you've done it all, like, and you started with YouTube as like being one thing, and then it completely like changed into something completely different. Do you like the fact that things have changed so much, or do you wish it was kind of like simple how it used to be before? Or more simple.
It's a double-edged sword situation, right? Because like I can easily answer just of course I want it to be exactly the same, and I could be comfortable and then just continue to just get the views I used to get and not have to like fight for them anymore, you know. But the way things are now has actually pushed me more creatively. And I'm like, oh man, like the way that worked out, you know what I mean? It's always whenever you want something, it's like the opposite of what you have to do, right? Like where it doesn't make sense. Like I like giving this example. It's like people want to go to the gym and why? Because they want to get like fit. They want to get, you know, like they want to tear some things up, but like you don't realize you have to actually go tear your muscles up first, which doesn't make sense. You want to hurt yourself, you're gonna be sore the next day. But it's you going through that pain that you win that game. And the same thing in anything in life, you know, it can be with your editing, you can be up all late. You're like, but it's going to be worth it, you know? I mean, I guess it's one of those things where it's like, no, I'd rather take the obstacle. Okay. You know, and let it continue to be real, challenging. Because if not, I don't want things handed to me. Yeah. So that's the dumb, boring, like corny answer I have to give. Right? Like, but the other answer is like, hell no, dude.
Bring it back. Bring 20 whatever back.
I think that's what happens with a lot of like celebrities. You know, like they get to a certain point, they have so much money, and then they do drugs.
Yeah.
You know,
Just drop off.
Yeah, because you. What else is there?
Yeah.
And a lot of them feel emptiness, and what do they start talking about? I went to God. You know, I found myself spiritually, you know, because I think once people do have everything they absolutely want, then they realize, like, I never even figured out what I wanted on the inside, you know, to meet an alien.
Yeah.
That's clearly Mario's dream.
Yeah. I just want to know what you guys look like.
So you don't believe in him? It's like, I had like 30 minutes of questions from alien questions.
Aliens.
Oh, man.
So I guess wrapping that around to like you and your faith, like what was it that you wanted that you so deeply craved, I guess?
Like in my faith or with like my
I guess just in general. We can do faith and in general.
Truth.
Yeah.
I think truth is the number one thing. Sorry, I'm slouching. I'm thinking of my wife. She's like,
for the clips.
Yeah. They're like, look at her. You didn't even seem interested. No, my wife's always like, if she ever sees me on podcasts, she's like, I'm like, I feel like I'm taking like school pictures.
Now I feel like I have to like, shit.
I'm always slouching over here.
Yeah.
I've done like panels and stuff like at events, and she goes, she look at me, she's like, and I'm like, I'm looking at her like this. What? I'm like. She goes. She doesn't think it looks like this. I look bored if I do this.
I was like this too earlier, and I was like, but I was like listening.
And you were like, yeah. No, going back to it. I think the idea of like getting closer to all of it was just kind of like questioning it from the beginning, the same way you do with aliens, right? No, really, because there's gonna be things that in your life you're like, what's true? Like there's a book, there was a God. Okay, so we just hear and he allows bad things to happen. That doesn't sound like a God to me. That's like there's horrible things that happen. And then you kind of look into it and you start to challenge things and you go and search it and then you realize, oh, okay, well, there's free will. And it's like, but still, there's a lot of hurt. And just like, well, if you got involved, then things wouldn't really be as organic as they are today. And I think like the best way I can explain it too is like, I'm going to do my best for my kids to raise them, you know, but I'm not going to force them to love me. I want them to love me because they think I'm a great dad.
Yeah.
You know, they can easily like, all right.
Or they can like love you out of fear.
Yeah. And sometimes like loving you, because that's in the Bible too. Like it's wise to fear God. And it's almost sounds like, okay, so you're scared of a all-powerful being. And it's like, no, it's not all that. It's a little more than that. It's like he's so powerful that it gets to a point where you're more submissive. You know what I mean?
She's like, you sure you don't want to talk about aliens?
Yeah.
She's like, I might be one.
Her head just. But yeah, no, I think that's. Sorry, I blacked out for a little bit. But I think that's what it was. It was just like asking that truth, and it's just like, how do you search for truth on anything that you have? Or do you start with yourself? Because if you're lying to yourself about specific things, or you kind of just go like this, then you're I don't know. Are you really trying to find out?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of it. And I don't ever like to be preachy with anything.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just kind of where I am in right now in my life. And so when people ask, I try to be as honest as I can. Yeah, that's kind of, I guess, why I go towards that. Are you guys, and is anybody like religious at all?
Yeah, we're getting married through the church in
nice.
September. So
Yeah.
he's
go.
I think probably the most religious one here.
Yeah.
I'm not at all.
No?
Yeah.
Why is it for you? And I'm not trying to preach to you, by the way.
No, that's okay. I grew up Catholic, was baptized Catholic, but we didn't go to church. My mom believes in God. My dad's a little more agnostic, just didn't really kind of separated from it. My best friend is Catholic. I grew up with a ton of Mormons. My favorite class I took in college was my world religion class. I think religion is a really interesting thing psychologically, and how it does make people look inward and how they justify certain behaviors or ways that they live their life because of their religion. And I just find it interesting more than I actually feel anything when I think about religion. I think that being introspective and being self-aware is still a inside job, and even if Jesus is real, like that just doesn't apply to my life, and I don't feel like an affinity or a deep connection like other people do to it. I just try to be a good person and grow every day, and I don't care if you believe in that lamp or Jesus, like I just be a good person. And so I think there's been so many people that I've seen that just do rely on a religion, and they're still not good people, and they do really shit things. And
Absolutely.
So I just I'm indifferent to it. If something crazy were to happen, I'm not opposed to believing something bigger. I do believe that there is something bigger, but to me, it's just a collective energy of that free will. And if there is a God, he doesn't play a role in my life personally. And then I've seen him play such different roles for people that all claim the same religion, where it doesn't apply to me. And so I don't feel what other people feel, where they're like, I feel loved by God. And so to each his own, but I'm very open to religions. I'm very fascinated by every religion and what it makes people feel and how it makes people tick. And do you, if it makes you feel good, if it makes you a good human, more power to you. I'm not going to yuck your yum.
For sure. No, that's great.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that I've seen in like debates and stuff have talked about like just be a good person and whatnot, and very true. Yeah, you know, you want to be a good person, and then other people like kind of break it down, like where does good come from?
Yeah.
And then where's your moral compass? And then like they kind of start breaking that down to being like from God, right? And so I guess one thing I'll leave you with is like, there's a movie called The Case for Christ, and it's not a cheesy, corny movie. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you read the book? It's this guy, he gets very upset at his wife because she becomes Christian. They were in a moment where like their daughter got saved in a restaurant, and it was by a Christian woman, and the lady was like, it was because of Jesus. It was because of Jesus. And the
Yep.
husband was just kind of like, okay, thanks, lady. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. We gotta
And
go.
then- we gotta go. You know, which I understand. And then like later, whenever they got home, like the wife was just kind of like, I can't believe like we were at the right time at the right restaurant. And he goes, whatever, babe. Like, who cares? You know, like our daughter's alive. Thank you to her. Yes, great. Okay, her and whatever she believes. And so he gets upset at her because she actually starts becoming Christian and she starts like reading the Bible and getting involved. And what ends up happening is like he gets so upset that he goes and tells himself he's a journalist, like he writes for a column and whatnot. He goes so secretly behind her back, he goes and tries to disprove that Jesus existed, died on the cross, and came back 3 days later. And it like flipped his world upside down. And this is based off of true story. His name is Lee Strobes. So if you ever want to watch that movie and just kind of like
Yeah, it's
figure out a
interesting
truth maybe.
'cause
Yeah.
my boyfriend actually grew up with the Christian church, super religious, still has faith, and he and I have had like not debates because I'm not here to debate anybody's
For sure, yeah.
beliefs, but like I think I still see that, and I'm like I'm not gonna disprove your facts. It's there, but it's kind of like so what to me.
It's fine, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like learning about it. I'm very open to it. I love learning more, but I think the more I learn, I'm just kind of like, okay, I still don't feel anything. Like, it's just okay.
Yeah.
Eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the movie?
The
Case.
case for Christ.
Case for Christ.
So he kind of
I'll
turns
check
it
it
I'll
out.
into
add
a
that
case.
to my list.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Check it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right after Love Island.
Oh,
Right
God.
after Love Island.
I just watched my first episode downstairs.
And it was a finale.
I was not impressed.
Oh, really?
Wait, do you watch it?
We purposely haven't gotten into it because we're like, we know we're going to get sucked in.
Wait. So, I thought Vanessa watched it.
Maybe she's watched one or two, or
Okay.
I don't
She
know.
watched last season because
Did
she's
she?
the one that told me to. Her and Marley told me to
Yeah.
watch it, but
I
she
kinda-
probably hasn't watched this season.
Yeah. We've watched like other shows like Love is Blind or there was something else, but yeah, it's fun for what it is.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
It's just,
what-
you're just like, and then he did what with? She slept with what? I'm like, I'm in.
Slip with it.
You know,
He knows the names.
he's like, I'm not sleeping tonight.
Earlier you said something. You just like made a reference to something, but it really reminded me of this new season because there's this girl that just says like the most random things, and she'll be like, if I'm not your cup of tea, then don't drink me. Or I don't know what she said, but something along those lines. And you said something, and I was going to ask you if you watched it because it sounded like you were trying
Oh,
to
is that
say-
what it is? It's something?
Yeah.
Cup of tea, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you said, but yeah. Anyways, I can't think of it.
I watch it. All right, no.
On the low
All
without
crazy.
Vanessa. Puts the kids to sleep and
I
Vanessa.
was watching it on my way here.
He wasn't in traffic. He was just outside watching
Yeah.
the finale.
I was here early.
But anyways, you guys down for a quick pause? Because I'm need some water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, pause.
And break.
Y tan solo con el precio me has pagado. Vive con huevos, compa, lo que es. Que si una vez dije que
I can set it down over there for right now. If it's
I can put it here in two.
Yeah, and then Jesus can just give it to you.
Jesus can just hold it and just ask him for a sip every single time.
Yeah, I'll go like this.
Sip.
He's just waterboarding me. And
She's
dang.
like, where'd my water go? ¿Dónde pusieron mi agua?
All right. Ready?
Yes.
Jesus, we're back. So you did talk about something, Eric, earlier that I feel like I know I've struggled with a lot, and that's my low-key alcoholism. I feel like I feel like I have two modes. I'm either really sober or blacked out.
Two
There's
modes.
like no in between.
Okay.
And we tried 75 hard, and I did let it like go for quite some time. So I know I'm able to do it. But being sober is like I don't know, like it was a real hard struggle for me.
Uh-huh.
But like, how is it for you? Because I mean, I don't know if you struggled with alcoholism before.
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
How long have you been sober?
Why did you go sober?
Why did you go sober?
Yeah.
Are you still sober?
I'm 100 and let me take a guess. I might be like 200 now. 200 days sober. But I started So next year I'm turning 40. And so in my head, I was like, I want to do something different. And I wanted to focus more on work, focus more on like my reels and stuff like that. And I felt like, again, I started getting a little more comfortable, and every party. And then when I started doing the stand-up last year, I just found like an excuse to be drinking on a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'm like coming home, and I feel bad for my wife because she's like, oh, I got to take his drunk ass home now. And, you know, so I kind of started feeling a little bad about it. And I was like, well, let me just try it a whole year. Just cold turkey.
Wow.
I don't know what got over, you know. Maybe like there was actually some friends around me that weren't drinking anymore. Like my boy Jay Valentino, he's been like not drinking for a while. And so he was like, dude, I feel so great. He's like, I don't wake up with hangovers. I have enough time for my kids in the morning. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe.
Show off.
So we're gonna down these micheladas, or you're just gonna keep talking?
I'm just over here with like a keg, like upside down, like, bro, you're kind of ruining the vibe. So it's like, yeah, you know, shotgunning a beer. But it was just, it was one of those things, like I started hearing about other people and their sober stories, and I'm like, oh, you're so boring. I'm like, maybe one day I'll try it. And it kept kind of coming into my head a little more and more. And I kept like, I would pray on it actually too. And I was just kind of like, okay, like, let me know if like this is something that I feel like I should do. And it's made my life better, you know, in the 6 months. And I think I'm better than everyone now.
Yeah.
But it really has improved a lot of things in my life. Like a little more energy than before. I've just stayed focused, and I've stopped playing Call of Duty because that took over everything. And I'm holding this because I'm sponsored. But it's one of those things where like now at a party, like you go through phases. At the beginning, like you start feeling very left out. Everyone's taking shots, and then they're remembering you don't drink shots. Like, Eric, we're doing. Sorry, go again. You're doing shots, everybody. You know, I'm just
You're taking everybody home.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like in the corner, like dancing to some Justin Bieber, you know, whatever I have in my
In your
AirPods. Yeah.
No.
So it's just like, just have my own music.
Can you guys turn it down? I'm trying to listen to my own shit.
Yeah, guys, please turn that club music down. So yeah, it's just it became one of those type of things where I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it now, because like I really love this part of my life, but I do miss it, you know. And I have moments where I'm like, oh, you know, I just want to party a little bit.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting to notice other people, like when they're drunk and whenever they get, you know, listen, I have a lot of embarrassing stories. Okay, so you know. And I think I know where you're going to go with this.
I was going to say, one of them is in that kitchen, and I had to apologize later to you.
No,
I was like,
it's so
Eric,
okay.
I'm so sorry about that, bro.
194, almost. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Congratulations, bro. Little round of applause on there. I know you can't hear it, but...
No.
Oh yeah, there's applauses in there.
Yeah. Thank you.
But did you feel like it was messing with like your comedy and your skits, and like how was that affecting your like everyday life?
My stand-up, which I was opening up to you guys about, like I felt like I got very comfortable again. I got myself very comfortable. A lot of people were coming out to see me, and you know, my group, my friends, my homies, what we do. And I was like the headliner, and I would have 1 drink, 2 drinks. It calmed the nervios, you know. I was like, all right, I'm good. Yep. I get up there and I do shots with people, and I would start forgetting my set. And I just get out and hey, what's your name? Yeah, that's a stupid name. But like, I was so
start roasting people.
Yeah, I kind of roasted people. And I remember one time I was out here in San Diego, the Laugh Factory, and I got so drunk. Like the first night, it was 2 nights. The first night, like I crushed, and I was like, oh, I was on this high. The second night, I even got more drunk, and like I don't remember like maybe 30 minutes of my set. I probably did like almost an hour, I feel. And I was doing jokes, like I was like, yeah, man. Like, I was watching the video and I was cringing bad, dude. Like, I laughed at that part, actually. I was just like, yeah, you know, because I was
judge
just
people
like,
that don't.
Yeah, if you don't, I'm like, come on. So, dude, it was just those moments, and I would talk to my friends about it, like the other like comedians, like, no, bro, you were funny, and I was like, my wife didn't think so.
I think we were just both as drunk.
I think you were drunk too, bro. So once I did that, and I really locked in, like I started doing some of my stand up, and I started doing like my jokes a little faster, quicker. Like now my timing is way better. And my jokes kind of come out a little more rapid. Whereas before I was a little more of a storyteller, and I'm just like, I was like, fart joke this, and I was like, oh man. So I saw that improvement. So it's a weird thing too, like to see myself. It's like one of those like can't have both.
Yeah.
You know, if you really want to focus on it, you gotta kind of what's the word? Align yourself, structure yourself. What am I trying to say?
Like lock in.
Yeah, sure. Lock in.
Yeah.
On the drive back, I'm gonna be like,
That's what it is. Put it in.
We'll put it in. It's
Yeah.
okay. Just text us.
and so yeah, like I want to be better, and before you do that, you have to look in yourself and see like what do you need to fix. And that was alcohol was kind of holding me back because I was abusing it.
You're saying this as like our last episode, Geezuss and I got really drunk, but because we started, we played Yo Sabo, and
He's
then,
like, I'm still drunk.
and then the girls had this game for us where we had to it was like girl products that we had to guess the name of, and we clearly do not know any girl products. And it shows. So sorry for
Really?
everybody.
Love spell? Nothing? You got no lotions?
It was a little harder than that.
Versace? No. That's funny. A little harder than that.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Give me an example.
I'll show you an example because it was pictures. So we would show you we would
You
show
had to tell us
them
what it was.
Oh, shit. No.
Yeah. Exactly.
Abort.
Cut this part
He's like,
out.
Can we talk about
never
the aliens
mind.
again?
Yeah, back to the aliens. I do believe in them.
All right.
So you're gonna show me a photo, and then I have to figure out like what the product is.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
know the name of it.
Ah, yes, that's a dingle hopper. That's a
yes.
dingle hopper.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wait, can I see it again? Actually, she's like, just don't swipe. What does that say?
Oh, I don't know. This is what you have to be worried about. I don't know what this is.
Oh, yeah, that's to open up your beer.
Yeah.
That's a bottle opener.
I mean,
That's what we said
that's
too.
a pretty good answer. It's a thing that girls use during pedicures, and they like takes off all
like
your
the
dead
callus
skin.
remover.
Or your
Oh,
callus remover.
So you said you were 100 and how many days sober?
Yeah.
The shot.
If I was drunk, I would have gotten that. I know exactly what this is, bitch.
What's this one?
That's a. I almost said swastika.
What is it?
I could see
It's a thing for your jawline where you.
Yeah, okay.
Ashwa.
you're way
Muy
closer
bien.
than they were. Yeah.
Muy bien.
Gua sha.
Wash. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
That sounds like a word that never got finished. Washa. Washa. Watch what?
I just said the jawline shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do one more.
Oh, that's when you get a pap smear.
Oh shit! He did that quick.
What the fuck?
All right, you were 2 for 3.
Yeah.
I've been there. Don't ask.
All right,
my
well, he
next
did
joke.
better than you
I
guys
know.
did.
You wouldn't have been drunk with us.
So I'm not drinking.
He's got babies. It's different.
For real. Would you say that Vanessa had anything to do with that decision? I know, like the
Yeah.
the kids or
Very good question. Way to expose me. God damn it. No, she had when I first teased the idea, I'm like, I think maybe next year, like I'll try it. She goes, yes, please.
Oh shit!
I was like, whoa.
Damn, answer slower.
Yeah. Could I finish the sentence?
Can I
Question?
And
finish
it's
this
so
beer
funny because I can like hear
before
her say
you
it.
yell
What do
at
you
me?
think if I was to stop? Yes. So as soon as we did, we had that conversation, and it was like, because it was like maybe 5 months prior, like into 2024, where I was like, what if I did this? And he goes, yeah, please do it, try it. And yeah, so for her it was kind of like she didn't like feeling embarrassed when I was like drunk. We called him Drunk Eric. He was always just like over speaking, over saying things, or Drunk Eric could be a fun vibe, but he tends to be a little like rude. He tends to say too many stupid things, and yeah, I like him. I miss him. Actually.
He's cool.
I miss him.
He was a vibe.
Yeah, he was totally a vibe. He'd play Yo Sabo, but no, but he third person. She definitely was just kind of like, I just and sometimes like for her it's like I'd be a little rude to her too. like como me llevaba mucho, you know. And to me, I'm just like, oh, my wife, like, you know, we talk shit all the time, but I didn't realize like some of the banter things that I would overshare she didn't like or she didn't care for. She was just like, yeah, you embarrassed me last night, you know. Yeah. Or like. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'm going to start oversharing again.
We want to know.
Just like, yeah. After the camera shut off. No, but yeah, there was just, it definitely had some, like, she's very happy. And just last night, I was just like, damn, that's crazy. It's like 7 months now. And she's just like, I'm so proud of you.
No.
I was like, shut up. I love you. She's like, go take out, like, go get my beer. Well, but, you know.
That's good. Well, it is a really good accomplishment. It's definitely something to be proud of. I think that for a long time, I stopped drinking for a while, but it was more on like I was trying to lose weight. It wasn't really like, oh, I need to stop drinking. But I also felt that way where I was like, I don't know if I really will ever go back to drinking the way that I was drinking, you know? And right now I say that I'm trying to build tolerance for our wedding because I really don't drink and I'll have like a drink and I'm fucking done, you know? So I've been drinking a little bit more lately, but but it you really do feel so different and like you feel like a little more clear-headed, you know? Do you think that like it's also helped you? I don't know if you ever felt like you had like brain fog when it came to your skits or your comedy. Like, do you feel like it helped with
writer's
that?
block.
Yeah. No. I'm pretty funny all the time. With
You're
all
like,
the,
it's just constantly naturally.
pretty funny and humble all the time. No. Maybe creatively, like I think I just wouldn't get a lot of work done the next day.
Yeah.
You know, so there's definitely that. And I kind of like, oh, okay. There's just so many things that I wanted to put off. Like last year, I wanted to start my podcast, you know, and I didn't. And so I'm thinking like, oh, maybe that could have been it too. Like, kind of like I locked in a little more. Yeah. You know, but my one goal with the whole thing is like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm 100% done, but I want to be able to control it more because I'm very like, I'm a partier. Like if people are like, they're doing shots. Like, I'm like, bitch, I have the bottle. Open your mouth, you know? I'm the shot girl, just with tassels on my...
The whistle.
Yeah. Terry Crews just...
Yep.
Yeah. No,
you know, but it's definitely just help improve like everything.
Yeah.
I'm even a better father now. Am I drunk?
That's actually vodka.
What did you guys put in that water?
Vanessa, it was not us. He asked for it.
She winked.
Yeah, but it's funny you said that because last night we had that conversation about our wedding, and I was like, there's so much money being dropped on the wedding that it's like I don't want to get plastered.
Yeah, I would give you guys that advice.
Yeah.
Vanessa got carried out at her wedding.
No way.
I didn't even know. This is how the night ended backwards, okay? I was at Jack in the Box. I'm in the parking lot with my sister, my cousins, and everybody, and I'm eating like those tacos, right? I'm like, where's my wife? Where is she? I'm like, we're gonna get you back to your wife. We just eat your food. And then like I didn't like the next day we just went backwards. I was like, what happened to you? Because I woke up next to her. Like, we were in our suite. I was like, what happened? And she goes, I got carried out. My dad had to carry me out. I was like, what?
That's amazing.
I was like, this is great. So
I love
anyways,
that.
or just party, baby. But definitely like, you know, get the speeches. I don't know if you guys have people that are doing speeches. We fucked up and we had like all my best men, all like the groomsmen,
like
everybody said a speech, and we were like, yeah, 2 minutes, like a minute, you know. But they went like 5 minutes. They started crying up there, and we're like,
I just want this to stop.
like, bro, we only have the photo booth for like 20 minutes. Hurry it up, dude. So it kind of,
yeah. But that's something we talked about too. We were like, 2 people from each family gets a speech, and then that's it.
Everybody
2
else
minutes
just
tops.
whisper in my
Let's
ear
go.
later when we're drunk.
We're doing something the night before, so I said like if people want to give speeches, they can give speeches
Smart.
the night
Yeah.
before.
That's perfect.
Yeah, because then
Like
you have
your
more
dinner.
of that time. That's
Should've
actually
done
really.
that. You know what? Let's do it again.
Gotta do it
again.
I had a follow up for that, and I completely blanked on it right now. But if it comes back to me, I promise I'll ask.
I know your wedding is on YouTube, and like going back to the whole like you were like your life is just so public. Do you ever regret it, or do you ever just feel so weird that so many people know you, right?
I'm just
I
like,
mean,
I'm already in there.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
You know, like, what's one more fucking video?
Yeah. I mean, I put up like the speeches of like the homies and friends because they're also like influencer YouTubers and, you know, content creators. So I'm like, okay, like they like that. So I kept that up. Like I took like my brothers out. I feel like that's more personal. Her parents said something. My mom said something, you know. So I took that stuff out. And then I got paid for it. So I was like, yes, I'm monetizing. I'm like, this wedding was expensive. Make some money back. You know,
for some of the wedding.
But yeah, I mean, we kind of put it up, and it was only like the highlights of like the wedding, you know, just kind of like some nice shit. And that was good.
I still can't believe Vanessa got carried out.
I know.
Yeah, actually, I don't even know if she's okay with me sharing
It's
that.
It's okay.
okay. Well,
That might be one of those.
You got like,
I'm gonna talk to her on the way home.
yeah.
Like, hey,
Just let me know.
I may have said something. She's like, "Were you drunk?" I swear I wasn't.
We're just gonna leave it as a cliffhanger. Like someone got.
Yeah.
So
Someone got
I'm like, we're
carried
so
out.
confused at that. Just 58 minutes.
Bleep the name.
Yeah. So my wife, beep. Guys, that didn't help at all.
And then Jack in the Box.
Jack box, and then beep got carried out.
And then I was in my
My
suite.
wife. I'm like, you guys kept everything.
But we took the name out.
Context.
No, so that's what we were talking about for the wedding, where it was like we want to just like be able to walk out and remember at least the majority of it, you know.
Yeah.
But we did say like we weren't gonna drink until after the dinner. It's like I feel it's a really long day for us too. Like
Yeah.
it's like a 13-hour wedding day. So
Yeah.
it's just it's a lot. So I was like, when he said that, I was like, oh yay! Like,
It's because
proud
I'm
of you.
also like, I'm the shot girl.
Yeah.
It's like if
Yeah.
there's alcohol, I'm there. I like sniff it out, like that scene in Finding Nemo where Bruce smells the blood. It's just like it's alcohol.
Interesting. Funny analogy.
Yeah.
Did you write that one down?
He's had that one for a while.
He's had it sitting.
And then I'll say, what's his name? Bruce.
The one thing he wrote down for today.
You're just like, what was Bruce Wayne's net worth? You just need to take off.
The
honestly,
ADHD.
what
Are you
if-
gonna write those questions for tomorrow? Yes.
But yeah, no, I did come up. I did say that yesterday because I was like, I don't want to not remember a wedding because we were just talking about like I blacked out so many times and I don't remember.
Hell yeah.
And this and the secondhand embarrassment. The next day she'll be like, "You said this," and I was like, "Shit." But was it funny?
What was I funny?
Yeah.
What was I?
But you laughed, right? Like, everybody laughed. She's like, "No, you were kind of a dick." And yeah.
Why is that? Why does that happen?
I don't
why?
know.
Have you? Wait, okay, we can probably go off all day about embarrassing stories, and I know you have one. But how about for like the women? Like, do you guys have any? Like, there was this one time.
Like drunk stories, or
No, drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk. I thought you said drug. I was like,
That escalated quickly.
drunk stories.
She's like, well,
Like, why? You want some? You got some?
do you need some? Do you
He
want?
said,
Do you have some?
So I don't drink. I didn't say. I mean, I do have drunk stories, but I guess mine just didn't happen like very often. So it's like his happen
Yeah.
every weekend.
Wow, way to put my shit out there like that.
Trigger it to the camera.
Anyway.
Cut at 48.
So when mine happen, it's like okay because it's once a year, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so the same thing with my wife. Like she doesn't really drink or party like that, and sometimes I'm like, well, okay, you're driving. Ah, you know,
That's exactly what happens.
I was like,
So it's
what?
a guy
You're
thing.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my way, girl. You know, like
It takes off. Helicopter
You just
wings.
fly up.
that's just what it feels like.
Oh my gosh.
So, anyways, enough about nipples.
All right, reeling it back in.
But anybody else, like, because I feel like guys, we're so used to like, oh, bro, I was so stupid last night.
Yeah.
I think with the guys sometimes like we don't help each other. Like, yeah, bro, like, we all get drunk. It's not until a woman steps into our life and I'm like, no, you were a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when like the guy, when my boys tell me, I was like, dude, you did this, and I was like, damn, okay, whatever. But when she tells me, it hurts.
It hurts.
It's like,
Yeah.
I'm
She like
sorry.
replays the entire
Yeah.
detail. You're like, if your
I
dick
know.
was out, like,
You're always like, don't tell me. You
Yeah.
know, like, no, I have to tell you.
Right, I just always feel like the vibe is off, and we wake up, and I'm just like, I just feel the tension, and it's like,
you feel ashamed. You wake up with shame. You're like,
like I think I kind of remember I said something stupid, but I don't want to ask.
yeah. Yeah, you're
Because
like,
I don't want her to
forget about
relive
it.
that moment.
Oh man! While you're sitting in your pee in your bed, you're like, just tell me.
Splashes.
Yeah, thank you. Like, no, I didn't.
All right, actually reeling it back into.
Like, are these guys drunk now?
Y'all are crazy. Is there anything that you maybe never pursued that you wanted to do because of like self-doubt or just like imposter syndrome or something like that?
I really wanted to try stand-up. I did that.
Check.
Yeah, check. Well, that's a good question. I can't come up with an answer right now.
Okay.
I feel like the stuff that I've done has always been like either comedically or involved movies. I think the one thing I do wish I pushed more for was auditioning for movies.
Okay.
Or being in film, you know, because that's like what I really wanted to always do as a kid. And because of YouTube, it allowed me to create my own stories, to create my own like, you know, like videos. And that was kind of like my cool escape. And, you know, this is cool. I get to do what I want to do. And people seem to enjoy it. Like, so why not continue this?
Yeah. Would you ever go back to try and do it again?
I am right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I've actually been doing some like auditions, and I have a whole stand-up thing that I do about, because they're doing a remake of like La Bamba and stuff. And so
okay. That's cool.
did you guys watch my stand-up? I don't know if you guys have come. And
I wanted to go to the one we were supposed to have one in San Diego.
Yeah.
It was like a month ago, right?
Oh yeah, I canceled that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot why.
Well, that was
There's
the
a reason.
original podcast date, and then I was.
Oh, that's right. And we're gonna
Yeah.
knock it out that same day. That's right. Sorry.
It's okay.
No, and then the one prior to that, when you were at the Laugh Factory, I don't think we were in town, and we had to like we were gonna come back that day. We just didn't know if we were gonna be back in time. But
Yeah, because I think Andy. Shout out Andy. He gets so many shout outs.
I know all our listeners know who Andy
every-
is.
Fuck that guy,
Yeah,
man.
don't even
What the
like.
fuck?
Yeah, he does little skits and stuff, right?
No, he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, no, Andy's the best. Marley too. They're amazing people. But
Yeah,
yeah,
she's so. I mean, she was my like they met, and immediately like within a year, like she was a like bridesmaid. I was like, and I felt bad. I was like, well, Andy's not gonna be in one of my groups, man. Like, not like a dick.
Just met them.
I already have so many friends, like guy friends. Like,
funny enough, the same thing kind of happened with Andy. So I met Andy through the podcast, and then like maybe within a year, and then he's one of the grooms at my wedding.
Yeah, great.
So it's kind of same situation.
Yeah.
Same different.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I love Marley so much, but like I already have mine figured out, Mario.
sorry, bitch. Yeah. No, yeah, she's great, and I love that because like they spent nights over at our place too, right? Like they come and spend nights here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime like they spend night over here and we don't know about it, we're like, oh, so we have another family.
Sorry.
So who's that?
Do you like them better? All crazy.
Are their
Oh
sheets
my God.
softer?
All crazy.
All crazy,
I
yeah.
can imagine you and Vanessa, and I can just like imagine Vanessa
Yeah.
going in on Marley.
Yeah, no, but so Vanessa's like really funny, and so is Marley. And Marley's sarcasm level is like up here.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that at first. She was like, oh, of course, yeah, like, well, because I'm an actress. And she'll just say something random, and I'm like, wait, really?
And
She goes, no.
she's so quick with it. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't even like give me time to react sometimes.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, how did you come up with that? Like on the fly?
No,
Yeah.
seriously. There's times where I'm like, am I being bullied right now? Like,
Am I missing a joke? Yeah. And she goes, I'm sorry. I was making a joke. She was like so sweet about it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Luckily, when our girls get along, like that's like the best feeling too, because it's always awkward. Because girls, I think sometimes like they're like, don't like her. Like they know immediately.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Yeah.
nope, not that one. You know?
Vibes
Yeah.
could be off. Yeah.
Yeah.
The vibe could be off, and it could just be something like that's just like, she talks about herself.
I
too
don't know. Her
much.
scrunchie was weird.
Yeah, her scrunchie. Wait, you see her nails? Yeah, who still does coffin? Like nobody does. The acrylics were off.
Well, it's funny because Sylvia just got added to the podcast this year. But when I was like, we need a fourth, and I was like,
Yeah.
but the dynamic is it needs to be a girl. But they've known each other for a pretty long time. They worked out together. Well, she used to be pals.
She told me, yeah.
A spin instructor.
Spin.
And stuff, yeah. And I was like, this is perfect. We found a girl that you like.
Yeah.
De aquí me agarro. This is
Yeah,
it.
and you can like a lot of other girls, I'm sure,
Yeah.
but like to have on a podcast, and
it's
like
very
some
to like
back and
spend
forth.
this
Banter,
banter.
yeah.
Yeah, you want
So
it.
it is
you
very
want it
different.
to click,
Yeah.
and it did.
But that's good. I mean, it sounds like you've just basically have pursued everything that you've like wanted to do, you know? So Like no regrets.
I mean, there's still more time to go. I want to be
Yeah.
a pilot. I want to be.
Oh. What type
I
of
don't know.
pilot?
I don't know. I made it up. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I got
But that would have been
excited.
cool.
You should have just kept going with it.
I know. He had a Marley moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you believe that? No. I'm like, Marley, are you making fun of me? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. No. No, but now that I said it, pilot would be pretty badass. Like learning how to fly a plane, get your your license.
Yeah.
It's just like, ooh, you're colorblind. Fuck. You don't have 20/20 vision. Get out of here.
You do, right?
I think for like
Or
the
commercial
Navy,
only. Oh.
No, you have to get a medical exam every once in a while
I
to
forget.
renew
She,
your license.
She was a pilot or is.
Oh, are you? That's why. Oh,
That's why I
now I
got
feel
excited.
really bad. I was like, I'm kidding. You're like, oh, well, I was about to
fuck
open
me
up,
then.
open up my story to you, but
I was gonna invite you on my plane,
Yeah.
but never mind.
it's like I need an alien.
I guess you can drive home now.
Take your little nipple tassels home. Fuck right off.
I'll teach you how to fly those things, but whatever.
Along those lines, what's your like dream gig, dream role? Like,
Wow.
you'd be like, yes, if somebody handed me that tomorrow, I could die tomorrow and be happy.
I almost want to say it out loud, but I don't because if
Okay, that's
it
fair.
doesn't come or someone doesn't think of it first, then like if I can fund it, I'd do it.
Okay.
But I'll give you my second answer.
Okay.
It's about a pilot. His name is Sully. No. Wow, great question. But along the lines of other things, like I would love to do a biopic on somebody,
Okay.
like really get lost into a character and just immerse myself.
Yeah.
I loved when Jim Carrey did like Andy Kaufman. You know, he got lost a little. Went a little crazy, a little too
Yeah.
much. But like, there's something about that, like me as an actor. Like I absolutely love and adore when people just get lost in these roles, right? Like a Heath Ledger with the Joker and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes like, okay, bro,
Yeah.
you just act. Like, don't.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, these are people that like absolutely crush it, you know. But yeah, like I would
You
love
wanna
to
be in
play
deep with it.
somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good. So if you're out there, I want to play you. You know, wherever you are, you little brown Mexican boy. Yeah, I would love that to be like my next challenge. You know, right now The Rock is doing a very good biopic. You know, have you seen the?
Yes, it looks so good.
It looks amazing, and I think this is
Yeah.
gonna like revive like something new
I
for
want
him.
to see it so bad
Yeah.
because I almost can't take him seriously because he's done so much comedy and he's
And this
I
is
mean
gonna
he's
like
just him and he's such a persona. So
The
I'm
wrestler.
really excited to see this
UFC
movie.
fighter. Yeah. Mhm.
Which one?
Yeah.
The Rock.
but
Yeah,
he's-
The Rock.
But he's playing a wrestler.
I can't think of the name right now.
I can't think of
Oh.
the name of
He's
it, but
playing,
he's,
You're
right,
He
I
looks
did see that one.
crazy in it. Like he just looks different too.
Yeah, they did like his nose and everything.
Yeah.
Like he's got the body build it, you know, for it. I think Emily Blunt is also in it, playing his
Yeah.
wife. Yeah, like movies like that, I'm like, ooh, yes, give it to me. You know, like I wanna see this journey. So yeah, I think a role like that would be
That's awesome.
super cool. I'll tell you guys afterwards, like one that
I'd love to know off camera
I'll
if
tell
you're
you.
willing to share. Yeah.
So we're gonna stop this now.
Anyway,
What
fight
is
your
it?
fears. Bye.
You should do a fake. What is it?
But Eric, honestly, it's been a pleasure, man, to have you on today. We're gonna start wrapping things up a little bit. Like per usual, we always end the podcast with these questions. If you could go back and give yourself some advice, at what age would you go back to, and what would you say?
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't text me these earlier. And I wrote some answers down.
Like you didn't have 12 hours to think about this.
Your whole car ride.
All right. Great question, by the way. Slouching.
I know the chairs make it hard too.
Yeah.
Actually, I wrote something because I felt like it was such a good question.
Give him a sip of water.
You're thinking-
Thank you.
To get a water volume.
Thank you. God bless you. Nope, that's my stand-up.
That was my answer for the other podcast.
Okay, so what age would I go back? What kind of advice would I give myself? I'd probably go to like age 15, 16. I feel like that was a very good pinnacle point where like my dad wasn't around as much, and I would have told myself to embrace change more and learn to adapt, because there was a lot of things I was still very fearful of. So things that affected me too was like other people's opinions so early on, like because I wanted to be an actor and whatnot, and so that threw me through a loop. Like, why am I trying to do that? Why would I want to become this? When just kind of realizing being myself was just kind of enough. But it's like, how do I tell myself that? You know, like, hey, like, keep doing what you're gonna do. You're gonna fuck up a bunch, you know. But complain, like, also like complain less. Like, I was such a complainer about everything. Like, things didn't go my way. Why does that person get to have this and I don't get to have that? God, you were supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Like, there was like little things like that. But I think it would just be like a peace of mind just to see my face, my old ass looking face now, and like with 16-year-old self, and be like, dude, you're doing great. You're gonna be all right. And complain less. Like, the struggles are gonna make you stronger. So I think like that right there would have just given me a little boost of confidence through everything that I was just so fearful of. I don't know. That's kind of
no. That's a good answer.
yeah. That's my answer.
Do you feel like you hyperfixated? Like, what were the things that you were complaining about?
There was things that like I was just so confident like about in my life. Like, I'll give you an example. Like a play that I wanted to get, and they gave it to another guy, and I remember them telling me like they were gonna give it to me, and I remember being like so upset about that, and I'm being like, what the like, dude, like this play right here would have made me so cool. Would have made me so. Like it would have just built this confidence to another level, and you know, and I was like, what? It's a stupid little play. Like, you know, like why was I caring so much about that? Or other things in like just even relationships or with friendships. Like I just took things too serious, and sometimes it's just kind of like, relájate, güey, like relax, shut the fuck up. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just need a, and I sometimes think like. That's where a good like father figure comes in, because when you have a good father, like you're able to go to someone about your problems, and he can kind of remind you, like, or check you, and kind of like, hey, and this is something I feel like I do with my kids, kind of like, hey, it's okay to feel what you're feeling in this very moment, but at the same time, like, I don't think it's a big deal, like, and then I can share a story with them, where I can probably relate, and then just let them know, like, hey, stay strong, you're gonna get through this. And, you know, sometimes these obstacles make you stronger, better, faster. Just jump higher, run faster. And then I buy him PF flyers. He's like, where? You're from the future. Like, put these on.
All of a sudden it pans to Eric just tying the shoes, PF flyers.
And then I'm running from a dog. What?
It's just Ollie.
But he's bigger in my dream.
No, I really like that. I feel like we are very quick to take things very seriously, you know? And like I saw a meme, not a meme, but like a quote on Instagram the other day that said like, don't take life too serious, or life isn't that serious, just have a good time. I was like, it's true. Like, there's a lot of times where you're just so caught up on like what was supposed to be, and like you lose sight of like what is happening will lead you to, you know, the future. And it's always been like, it always leads you to something that you're like, oh, this is why that happened, you know? So
yeah. So it's like a fun full circle moment.
Yeah. And then the last question is, if your story could teach one lesson, what would it be?
You didn't send me that.
curveball.
And I was like, wait, hold on. I'm looking at the text.
Yeah, I'm just buying some time. You never sent me that. What did I?
What do I ask ChatGPT? What do I want to be?
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I was going to go with anyways. A lesson that I could like leave people with is more love. It sounds very corny. I feel like a lot of people don't give people the benefit of the doubt. People don't like really stop to put themselves in other people's shoes, and I think that that's such a big thing. Like once you start to learn that, like life really does go easier. Like I can be very upset at my dad for not being around. I could, you know, stop and be like, oh, well, what was his situation like growing up? And then I can be like, well, that was a really fucked up situation growing up. And so I apply that with a lot of other people. So like when you learn people's pain, it makes whatever it is that you're going through like seem less. It dilutes it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's completely gone or you have to, you know, be like a super forgiving person for people that have wronged you, but like it at least helps to understand like where some people come from.
Yeah.
And that's very tough. That's very, very, very tough to do. But it's something that I still try to work on myself. But it helps. It helps to just kind of like think of things from a point of love. Right now, look at the world. We're so divided by everything.
Yeah.
Our families are divided. Some people in our community are like, oh, puro trompas. You're like, what? You know, so it's just like there's just like this a super divide.
Yeah.
And it's even in the Bible, like that's something that happens in the world, or like that the devil wants to do, is just divide and conquer. And it's just like, if he can divide you from your family, your loved ones, and everything else, then I think of that as an energy, a negative energy that's around us. And if that wins, then we lose. So how do you get that kind of compassion for other people? You know, like, you live your own life. You understand that you're not perfect. So I guess if I leave, I want people to understand that, like, even though I went through some tough things, and if I open up about them, I want them to know, like, oh, and even through all that bullshit, like, he's still leading with like love, or leading with like a positive attitude. Okay, cool. Then maybe there's some things I can tweak in my life,
Yeah.
or make room for. And it starts in here.
Yeah, no, I like that, because I
Yeah.
tried to adopt that in my life a lot too, because I know my parents had gone through a lot of things in their childhood. A lot of things where I'm just kind of like, damn, you are the way you are because of this, and it's really hard to forgive them sometimes, or look past it and like coming to that comprehension or understanding is like, okay, they love me the way they love me because of what they went through.
Yeah.
But sometimes that also doesn't, I don't think it reflects love in the way I wanted to reflect it. And I think getting past that is what sometimes is very hard.
Yeah. And that's something too, like that just challenges you, you know, and maybe the way, like a way that you're thinking, and you're thinking like, well, sometimes I can challenge myself too in thinking differently. You know, unless you feel like you just got it all, then, you know, things will come crashing down, I think, a lot of the times. But if you leave yourself open, you kind of like accept a little more of like, okay, maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. But it's like, you're not perfect too. Like our parents, you know, like how you were just saying,
Yeah.
it's very tough with them, because they have their own upbringing, and they're just like stubborn too. They're like, no, this is how it is. This is how it is. I don't talk to them anymore. Mom, it's been years. Like, I don't care. And it's just like, try. I don't know. They could die tomorrow. I don't you know what I mean. Like, so I take that in a lot, and I take people a little more serious now in my life, because, you know, once you lose people too, you're like kind of like, fuck.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something else, and I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah.
So if you got a chance to do it again, what would you do? What would you do different?
Was that actual question?
I guess that's my question, or you guys to end you guys up. But yeah, you don't have to answer it.
It's like, is
Just
that
something
yeah.
simple. Drop it in the comments.
We got another hour. Hold on.
Just swap the batteries.
But no, and on that note, guys, Eric, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
It's been a pleasure. You're going on tour. I don't know if you want to plug in all that.
Sure. Yeah. I'm doing a Food's Got Talent tour. I do. It's kind of like a talent show. America's Got Talent meets Kill Tony. You know, like, it's just, we bring people from the audience to perform on stage to see if the audience votes who the winner is. It's fun. It's a whole vibe. There's like a highlight on my Instagram, Supereeego. So
Fun.
that, and then you know, what else do I got going on?
Got your podcast?
My podcast, yeah. That's called Vive con Weenies. No, it's called Foods for Thought. So yeah, if you ever want to check out more conversations and things that I dip into with other people, yeah, check it out. Supereeego channel.
Awesome.
I appreciate you, Eric. Thank you so much again. And guys, thank you so much for joining us on our 100th episode.
Let's go.
We hope you had a lot of fun. After now, the podcast we're just done.
This is it.
This is
the last episode.
podcast. Thank you. Thank you.
Sylvia's like, such
Is it
No.
me? Am I in the drama?
They start another podcast with that. Oh, that was that one. Aw.
Vive sin ti.
No.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Like always, y como siempre, live your best life, fight your fears. At the end of the day, the only thing that you regret are the things that you did not do. So vive con huevos, guys. We out of here. We love you. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Boom.